All rise. Veuillez vous lever. The International Criminal Court is now in session. L'audience de la Cour pénale internationale est ouverte. Please be seated. Veuillez vous asseoir.
Thank you very much. Court officer, please call the case.
Merci, Monsieur le Président.
Thank you, Mr. President. Situation in the Republic of Kenya. Case of the prosecutor versus William Samuel Ruto and Joshua Arab Sang. Case number ICC 01090111. We are in public session, Mr. President.
Thank you very much. Appearances remain the same, I take it?
Prosecution, yes. One addition, Your Honor.
One addition. All right. We move on. Defense?
No change, Your Honor. Thank you.
No change, Mr. President.
And Victims' Counsel?
Arsenal for victims. Just one piece of information, Your Honor. Our case manager will be absent throughout this week.
All right. Okay. Thank you. The witness is in, and in a short while we will get on with the continuation of the cross-examination. But before that, quick two items to deal with. One is we retain our exceptional measures regime of 1 hour lunch break. I think it's better for us to say we'll do that for the rest of the week, so we can hopefully complete the two witnesses we already have indicated to finish by the end of this week. And the prosecutor, you will update us not now, but during lunch, after the lunch break, on developments or your inquiries as to possibility of bringing the next witness, the second witness after this, for earlier than indicated yesterday. We'll do that after the lunch break. But we want to render our reasons for the Ruto defense decision on the Ruto's defense request for excusal of Mr. Ruto from presence at trial this week. I'll read out the reasons. On Friday, the 1st of November 2013, the defense counsel for Mr. Ruto requested that Mr. Ruto be excused from presence in the courtroom this week. Submissions were heard largely in private session, in the course of which the defense listed a number of commitments, including meetings at the international level of both Mr. Ruto as the Deputy President of Kenya and of Mr. Kenyatta, the President himself. The meetings in which the President is involved outside the country, what we were informed, require Mr. Ruto's presence in Kenya as the Deputy Head of State to take care of the country while the President is away. It was a submission of the defense that arrangements were made for these meetings on the understanding that there would be no court sitting this week. In other words, we would be in recess this week. The defense submitted that an adjournment is not an option as a witness is now testifying at the court. The defense undertook to provide a waiver. Both the prosecution counsel and the counsel for victims opposed the request, arguing that if it is granted, the excusal would become the rule rather than the exception. The chamber granted the request. The chamber is of the view that granting this request is within its discretion in relation to the application of Article 63(1) of the Rome Statute. In particular, the international meetings which Mr. Ruto or the President of Kenya is going to attend involve matters of importance to Kenya and to other countries in the region. They were planned when the schedule for the trial did not foresee hearings in the present week. Given the level at which the meetings are held, cancellation or postponement of those meetings would not be an easy option for the states involved. The chamber is satisfied that the circumstances are exceptional. In arriving at its decision, the chamber had adverted its mind to the criteria indicated by the appeals chamber in its recent decision in the appeal of the Ruto excusal request. In this chamber's view, all those criteria were met by the circumstances of the current excusal. Mr. Ruto has provided a waiver, and the chamber is satisfied that his rights will be fully ensured through the representation of his counsel. It is for these reasons that the chamber granted the request of Mr. Ruto. That is the chamber's ruling. We will now proceed with the cross-examination of the witness, cross-examination by Mr. KenyaMOJA. Witness, welcome back. Mr. Katwa will continue his cross-examination. Mr. Katwa, we're in open session. Do we remain there?
Yes, Mr. President, please.
Okay, please proceed.
Mr. Witness, at the close of the last session, I was taking you through the translation done by the prosecution, the English version of it, Ken OTP 00264371, and I was referring you specifically to given paragraphs. If the witness could be availed the translation, please. Court officer. Now, Mr. Witness, I am requesting that you go to page 9 of that document, and that is and for the court officer, for ease of reference, it is Ken OTP 01020433. Now, Mr. Witness, I would like to take you to line 337. Can you see that, Mr. Witness?
Yes.
Mr. Kiginkatwa, is the document uploaded on the monitor? Can we have it up, please?
Mr. President, the document is about to be uploaded on the monitor, but we just realized it's a confidential document. So I don't know if we will not display to the public in that case.
We will limit the display to the courtroom.
The document is now visible on your screens.
Thank you.
Your Honor, it is in tab 8, count number 22. Now, Mr. Witness, I would like you to confirm that what I am reading is what you can see in that line 337. I'll start with the last sentence in line 335, where he says, you should teach us...
1 second, please. 1 second, Mr. Kiginkatwa. We need to go into private session.